meeting to order. The item, and there will be opportunity for public comment after it has been introduced, is item 4.1 on the agenda, African American History Month, February 2024. I will ask our city clerk to read the proclamation that accompanies this meeting, and then we will open it up for comments from members of the council and anyone in the audience. If you'll just raise your hand and let us know, I can call upon you. So, Madam Trippy, will you please read the proclamation?
Mr. Mayor. Mayor Pro Tem Horn.
Here.
Councilmember Moore is absent due to conflict, and Mayor Hatch.
Here, she has another meeting and will be here as soon as she possibly can. All right, go ahead, Yuli.
We'll do the Pledge of Allegiance next.
That's right. Yes, I would like Cynthia to lead them.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Now, Yoli.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Proclamation, City of Laguna Woods, African American History Month, February 2024. Whereas African Americans have played a critical role in the social, economic, and political development of the United States. And whereas African Americans have a proud legacy of service and dedication to our community, state, and country. And whereas African American History Month is a time for all Americans to remember the stories and teachings of African Americans who have helped to combat prejudice, further the cause of civil rights, and build, serve, and enrich our nation. And whereas Laguna Woods African American Heritage Club provides residents with opportunities to celebrate and recognize African American culture through social, educational, and historical events unique to African American life. And whereas the City of Laguna Woods is committed to embracing diversity. Now therefore be it resolved that the Laguna Woods City Council does hereby proclaim February 2024 as African American History Month in the City of Laguna Woods, and encourages reflection on the contributions that African Americans have made and continue to make, both locally and throughout our nation, dated this 21st day of February 2024.
Thank you, Yuli. Before we vote on this proclamation, I think it would be appropriate to hear any comments that members of the council wish to make. Let me start with you. Cynthia Connor.
These days, diversity, equity, and inclusion are a topic that is either embraced or rejected, it seems like, in our body politic and in our society. And there's not a lot we in Laguna Woods can do about our national politics. But what we can do is create a welcoming community right here. And this is one of the things we do to do that. So I'm very glad we're doing this today. Thank you.
Sure.
There are so many well-known and well-accomplished Americans, African Americans, but I want to concentrate on the ones right here locally that have done so much to help educate people here through the stories, through Kwanzaa, through their poetry that's so moving. And so I want to really congratulate our African American Club and all the people in it, Willie Phillips. I mean, there's just too many to name individually, but they've done it. And then Dr. Fran, who started the club. But it's very touching, the stories that they share and the learning that I've experienced enjoying them, listening.
Angie?
Yes, and thank you for all the comments that have already been mentioned. I too want to just express my deep gratitude for the city for recognizing Black History, African American History Month. And in the words of someone who I can't remember the name, that says, if we do not learn from history, we are destined to repeat it. And so the purpose of acknowledging Black History Month and African American History Month is to enlighten America, because African Americans are part of America, and as America opens its ears to hear some of the struggles, hopefully this creates an opportunity to embrace all of our struggles. And as long as we have to designate groups, I'm proud that we can include African Americans into that group. So thank you for the proclamation. I think everything that's in the proclamation is very informative, very enlightening, and very contributing to the African American plight. So thank you.
Thank you.
And I move the resolution.
I second.
Let us have a roll call vote on this. All right, let's not.
Did you want to, if there was anybody in the audience that wished to speak?
We-
Yeah.
all right. We will call upon anyone that wishes to speak in just a moment. I would just like to share a couple of thoughts myself. As I was researching the theme of this year's African American, it was on what Sherry had mentioned, the contributions that have been made to the fine arts, to the music, to the painting, movies, all of the arts that African American people have made to those so important values that any society needs to progress and to enjoy beauty. And as I read the theme, I started thinking about some of those areas, those cultural areas, and I thought of the movies. And I thought of how many movie stars, male and female, are African American, some of my favorites. Then I thought of music and the whole history of music here in the United States and in the world, from rock music to even the classics, is filled with talent and accomplishment by African Americans. In fact, the music we have today wouldn't be what we have today but for that. And so it is with a great deal of pleasure that I now ask if any of you in the audience would like to make comment upon this particular proclamation at this time. Raise your hand if you'd like to say something, and then we'll call on you. Okay, now we do have a vote, and then we need to know who is going to receive the proclamation on behalf of the club. And I believe we do have someone who's going to come up. And why don't you come up now and introduce yourself, and also introduce, yes, right there, just give us your name and introduce your daughter too.
Good afternoon. My name is Larry Dixon, and I'm a resident of the Laguna Woods Village. I've been here for 5 years, so I do live in the village. But I want to compliment the council and to the officials and the mayor on this proclamation, and because African American history is American history. So we thank you for this proclamation and gratefully accept it.
Thank you. Now say hi. Your daughter, stand up a minute. Come up here with Dad, will you? Just a minute. I met her. She's the mother of 2 children. She is an OB nurse, delivers babies. Pardon?
She's a physician.
That's right, okay.
Yes.
Physician.
Hello, My name is Erica Dixon. As the mayor was saying, I am an OBGYN, obstetrician gynecologist. I perform deliveries and surgeries for actually girls and women of all ages. And I work at St. Joseph Providence in Orange, as well as Orange County Global in Santa Ana.
And we're honored to have you here, too.
Thank you.
Thank
Honored
you
to be
both.
here.
Now, we'll take a vote, and then we'll take a recess, and we'll, pardon? All right. Yeah, after the vote, yeah, obviously. And then we'll take some pictures here, and everybody will be excused, and we'll start our regular meeting at 2 o'clock or as nearly as we can. Okay? All in favor? Oh, Carol's here. Aye. All in favor? Any opposed? Unanimous. Thank you. We're on recess now we're adjourning that meeting, and we'll reconvene again as near to 2 o'clock as we can. So everybody can sit and wander around, go over and see our new library.